Who is looking after you, the home buyer? In this video, we'll look at who really does look after you and who perhaps is more interested in trying to sell you something. My name's Mike Carpenter and I'm a chartered surveyor. I've been surveying property for over 30 years, so as you can imagine, in that time I've seen most of the problems and challenges you're going to face as a home buyer. In this video, we're going to look at who looks after you, who really looks after you. So let's get cracking. Oh, and please don't forget to download the free information below and also subscribe to the channel because there's lots of useful information here. So let's really this time get cracking. In the home buying process, the first person you're liable to come across if you want to find out how much you can borrow is the mortgage advisor. Now, mortgage advisors come in many forms. There are independent financial advisors who look at the whole of market in terms of mortgages as well as the life and insurance products. There are those mortgage advisors that are actually tied to life insurance companies and also tied to a lender. There are those that are actually totally independent and don't deal with life and products and actually called a broker. So as you can see, there's a lot of options out there for you. The important thing from your point of view is, one, what advice is right for you, and secondly, how are they being paid? Again, some of them charge a fee and some of them go on a commission. So again, find out how they get paid and how you feel about that and what you're comfortable with. The next person you're going to come across is the estate agent. Now, the estate agents are a great source and very valuable to the home buyer. They're the ones in the know. They're the ones that know when those properties are coming onto the market. So you need to get to know those estate agents and get friendly with them because they're, as I say, they're the ones in the know. But on the other side of that, you've got to look at who they're actually representing. And they're actually representing the person who's selling the property. So are they going to give you impartial advice? Are they going to tell you exactly what's wrong with this property? Well, no, probably they're not. But if you were trying to sell something, would you tell somebody, if you were trying to sell a car, for example, that, oh, there's a scratch on the bonnet? You'd let them find out for themselves. So estate agents are a great source for people who are buying property, but take it with a pinch of salt, anything they tell you, and get stuff professionally checked out, either by your solicitor or your surveyor. The next person in the process is going to be your surveyor. Now, a surveyor is the only independent person that's actually going to look at that property for you. So I would recommend that you have a survey done on the property, and if you are having a mortgage, don't just rely on that mortgage valuation, because that mortgage valuation is a very, very limited inspection. And it's also for the lender, not necessarily for you. So, you know, is a mortgage valuer looking after your interests? Well, no, possibly not. In the final analysis, all he's doing is checking that building to make sure that if it is repossessed by the lender, that they're going to get their money back. I did a survey quite recently for some first-time buyers and found over £50,000 worth of property wrong with it. In fact, part of the property was built in single skin brickwork, even at first floor level. And that is totally a no-no as far as mortgage is concerned, but this surveyor missed it for mortgage purposes. So had they not had a survey, they could have bought a property that was potentially not mortgageable. So again, a survey is very, very important. And they do look after you. The surveyor is looking after you. He's looking after your interests, and you are employing him as your property professional advisor. The next person you're going to come across is your solicitor. Again, they come in various forms. There are local firms, there are national firms, there are those that will be recommended by the estate agent. And don't forget, the estate agent may well earn a commission if you go with their recommendation. So it's up to you again to go with somebody you're comfortable with. But always get a full detailed quotation of all the costs. Not just for the conveyancing itself, because there's disbursements, there's additional costs that can be added on, and if you're not a first-time buyer, obviously there's the addition of stamp duty. So they're the principal people you're liable to meet during the buying process. Most of which in fact are going to look after your interests, some of which necessarily aren't. So I hope you found this useful. So download the free information below and also subscribe to this channel because there'll be lots more useful videos that will help you during the all-important home buying process. Happy home hunting.